competition. Well, I do believe in competition, but not with the others. I strongly and sincerely believe that I shall be competing only with me, myself, and I, each and every day, to become a better version of myself in every way and in every field. And I do that. I compete with myself, but I never compare myself to the others. And that is a lesson that I learned from my mother in early ages. Think of me, 11 years old, in middle school, and it's the time for exams. And the exams in middle school has nothing to do with the exams in primary school. So my mother is taking a close look on me, and she is very interested in my improvement. One day, I arrive home from school, and she suddenly pops the question, "Did you learn your exam result?" Of course, I learned the exam result, but at the moment she asked it, I'm trying to find a way not to tell her. On the other hand, I know that if I don't tell her, she's going to find it eventually. So I'm deciding to admit it, and I'm deciding to make a confession. And it comes, well, the questions were very difficult, you shall know. It was so difficult that the class average was only 55 points over 100 points. But I still managed to get a 57. Among all those lines, she picks the word and says, "Average. Do you believe you are an average person, my child?" I believe not. At least I hope not. And she says, "Believe in yourself. Study hard." And I do so. I believe in myself, study harder. And a few days later, I learn another exam result, but this time, I'm proud as a Lion King, and I return home, waiting impatiently for her to pop the question. And of course she does. And she says, "Did you learn your other exam result?" Yes, I did. Which is, well, I got the highest score in the class, which is, it's an 85. 85? I thought 100 was the highest score. You shall set your standards high, believe in yourself, and study hard. And I do so. I set my standards higher, believe in myself, study harder, and the glory of my day comes. And that day, on that glory day, I literally flew home. I'm floating like a butterfly, but ready to sting like a bee. I go home, and before she asks, I make my announcement of my glory. "Mom, guess what? I learned my exam result, and I got 100. And she looks at me, smiles wisely, and says to me, "See, I told you so." If you only believe in yourself, set your standards high, and study enough, it is possible. Oh, my mother, she was a tough mentor, and she gave me really hard times during those years. But at least, she gave me this very precious and useful mindset. Competing with myself each and every day, but never comparing myself to the others. And I have to admit that I used this mindset especially in my working years. I have been in working life for 15 years. And by the help of this mindset, I got 3 major promotions on the way. And I managed to raise my income 30 times than the day one. So it worked for me. And I believe it can work for any individual in this room and in anywhere. Competing yourself each and every day, but never comparing yourself to the others. Comparing yourself to the others is a trap, because there are possibilities. For example, if the competition is unfair and so strong, you may get offended and give up easily at the first place. Or if the competition is too weak, you may become lazy and never find the opportunity of realizing your own potential. On the other hand, we all know our strengths and weaknesses better than anyone else. And if we focus on our strengths, believe in ourselves, set our standards high, and study enough, work enough on our weaknesses for improvement, I believe there is no reason not to float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, and get that 100 points in any field that we want. Yeah.